The dance scene, the dance industry is hard enough to make it in. We all know that. So like, if all of us are in this room because we either love dance, trying to make it in dance, there's some aspect of dance that's driving us to continue to do it. So please, ask any questions. Ask any questions.
Even if it's personal.
Even, yeah. Because 9 times out of 10, we went through it, both personal, you know, and the physical side of things. So like, that's why we're here to answer as many questions as you possibly can. So don't feel like any question you can't ask, trust me, because I walk around asking tons of questions. So please don't walk away here tonight saying, oh, I should have.
I got a question. Christmas, you were talking about how you grew up dancing. Like, I have a 6-year-old, her name is Krishna, and want to get her dance she wants to, and I don't know which way to go as far as introducing her to dance. So, what would you suggest?
Of course, my my answer to that is going to be, of course, biased and come from my experience. But I feel like it's really you get a really strong foundation from technical dance. Maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot by saying this, but I don't really feel like hip-hop class is very educational. And I say hip-hop because of what's available. I'm not talking about learning like the urban techniques. I'm talking about what is available as a hip-hop class. I would say listen to her. Put her in a ballet class, see if she likes it. Put her in a jazz class, see if she likes it. And if she does express an interest in hip hop styles, just ask people like him that have an educated eye and can tell you like, okay, this teacher is teaching locking technique or breaking technique or popping or whatever. Don't just throw her in a class and be like, do you like it? Mix that with like someone that is like educated in dance, and also what she wants to do. Because my mother, even though my mother was a professional dancer, she was never a stage mom. She never pushed me. Every single year, every single show I had, as she was like helping me make my costume or whatever, she would always ask me, do you want to keep dancing? And I would always say, yes. Yeah. So ask her what she wants to do, and then definitely I would say put her in a ballet class, because ballet is what taught me body awareness. And it with body awareness you can do any style, you can do anything, it's just learning how everything moves, and ballet helps you do that. So yeah.
Can I say good?
Yes.
I would say, and I agree about my 2 things, and I've told a lot of my parents of students that have younger kids, ballet and like any kind of cultural dance,
Yes.
like African or something like that, because not only do you need the technical side of things, but you also need the expressive and the feeling side of things and the rhythm. Ballet, African dance are great starts because you get the both, and you don't get stuck in one or the other as you're growing up. You get that balance.
Yeah. Absolutely, I agree. And to add on to that, dance with her at home.
Yes.
I do all the time.
Good. You can go to all the dance classes you want, but for me, my family parties dancing salsa when I was 6 years old till 4 in the morning, that is what gave me my rhythm, and that's what gave me my feel. And definitely cultural dances, Haitian, African, Caribbean.
Well, I'm Indian and my wife's Mexican, so
There we go.
Indian
There we go.
Indian dance class,
that's what we're
because
working
that,
on.
like,
So-
that is, that gives you, like, they have choreographed eyeballs, like, that is body awareness.
That's real.
Yeah.
Show me some of that.
Huh?
Show me some of that.
Some of what?
The choreographed eyeball. There it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
We have a question over here.
I forgot. I think somebody else should go.
Do we have any? All right.
I just have a question about like
I have a question about the future of dance. With the whole national stage of the National Endowment of Arts kind of dwindling down. down and dying in terms of supporting the arts. Where do you see the future of dance, and how will it get supported as it gets pushed towards the future with like arts communities, nationalities, however you see that?
I'll start. Because this is something I'm very, I believe dance and art in general is going to be, and this is, I'm going to sound a little political, maybe a little extra, but I believe dance is going to be a part of the, forefront of the next revolution. Where this world is slowly taking away everything that is our expression, everything that makes us human.
Yeah.
And the last and most pure form of expression and communication that we have is dance. It is the most honest, it's, because of what it is. And I say that by meaning, I can write something and kind of BS it and make it sound good, and everybody be like, ooh, or I could stand up and talk and BS and really sound really good with tonality and all the other crap, and everybody's like, ooh, but with movement, if you're not able to be honest, it shows. Like,
hips don't lie.
Yeah, the hips don't lie. And I think the future of art is going to go back. I think the future of dance is going to go back to just the raw forms that it started out in, out of pure drive and need to express and rage against the machine, so to speak. Dance is going to, we may have a period where it just completely gets shut down. I don't think so, but possibly. But the reawakening of it is going to be really beautiful and really amazing, because it's going to come out of passion, the way it started. But yeah, dance what's happening with dance right now, and the reason why I believe the arts are being dwindled is because of the fact that you can't control a creative mind. You can't label a creative mind as cattle. Just to kind of put it in really, really honest terms. And those of us who are creative minds, we are all leaders in our own right. We create change, and we give new perspective, and we provoke thought and new ideas. And the arts cannot be tamed, and I think that's a big part. And that's just me, the political side of me talking, but just from what I see, and just the social constructs and the way society is, it's requiring to control more so than it is requiring freedom of expression. And so, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. I completely agree. I think that as creative people, we're a threat to a system that wants to control and that wants to dumb down and that wants to silence. And I definitely feel like the more and more I travel and the more and more I meet creative people and artists, not just dancers, the more and more hope I have. And I know it's a big word to use, but I do believe that there will be a revolution, and I do believe that artists will be at the forefront of that. And as far as funding and all of that, I think that it's life is like this, right? And there's always a dip before you go back up. So financially, definitely we're in a dip right now, but there's a lot of change, a lot of I feel like energetically, there's a lot of change going on in the world, and I feel like we're just kind of making that energy stronger and stronger, and creating a bigger community that believes in that energy shift.
Yeah.
And I think when our numbers grow enough, we'll be able to really
Very good question. More questions. All right.
What would you tell someone that just started to dance and doesn't really know much about it, doesn't know how to let go or doesn't know the meaning about it? What would you tell them?
First, I would ask them why they want to dance, and then go from there. if you want to dance because just reasons like popularity or like ego-driven reasons, then I would maybe like try to redirect and maybe show them what dance is really about and what art is really about. And then if they answered the question with, I need a creative outlet or I want to express myself or, something along those lines, then I would say stay away from the internet and find people that are expressing themselves honestly and people that are inspiring you, because you can't you can't truly be inspired by pixels on the screen. Yeah, inspiration happens in person with energy. That's when you really get inspired, when you feel something, not just when you're looking at something. So that's what I would say. And just ask a lot of questions. Be that kid or be that person. And when I say kid, I consider myself a kid. Just someone that like keeps the youth in their heart and keeps their brain just in a state of like absorption and sponge. You know how kids just like want to learn everything? I would say stay in that mode for as long as you can. And just ask questions and ask more questions. And when you get answers, question those answers and just dance. Just do it. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Pretty much. That was it. Yeah, just remember, like she said, dance is not technological. It's not cyber. So it breathes life. So you have to experience it within real life. You have to experience it in real time. I don't watch, honestly, I don't watch any dance clips unless somebody says, hey, look at this. I don't really watch dance on YouTube, not because I think everybody's whack or anything like that. I don't watch dance on YouTube because that's not how I got to where I was. And that's not how I experienced, the life lessons that dance brings. You only get better because dance is life lessons. That's what dance is. Dance is a parallel to life, it's life lessons. So that's how you grow, mature, and get better. It doesn't happen, like she said, the reason why it doesn't happen online is because online isn't life lessons. It's telling you what, quote unquote, it is, or it should be. You can see that and get ideas, especially when it comes maybe to choreography, but even that still, it's still very much life lessons. The reason why I danced I did the way I did today is because I accepted all the life lessons it gave me. I used to be shy. I'm not shy now because of dance. Like, there's a lot of issues that I've dealt with via my father. Me and my father's relationship is better, because of dance. Dance is much more important than the face value of it. It goes way deeper than that. And so you have to really, when you dance, I would just say this to anybody. When you dance, be ready to look at yourself in the mirror and accept both good and bad. Because dance will show you the dark side of you and the good side of you, and they both make you the great dancer that you can potentially be if you accept them both.